Britain's former Prince Andrew has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, he was taken into custody in Norfolk just a short while ago. He is accused of allegedly sharing confidential information with the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Mountbatten Windsor has previously denied any wrongdoing over his ties to Epstein. King Charles had stripped his brother of his titles back in October and has since evicted him from Windsor. Let's get back down to CNN's Salma Abdulaziz, who joins us live in London. Salma, what's the latest that you're hearing?
I want to start by asking maybe questions of what we don't know and what we do know so far. So we do know that he's been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office, but there's a lot of details that are still missing here, of course, Rahel. We don't know the specifics of the allegations of this investigation by the police. We're talking about a period of time between 2001 to 2011 when he was representing the UK as a trade envoy. But what are the specific allegations, the specific accusations of misconduct? We don't yet know that. What information actually prompted Thames Valley Police to make this arrest? That's the key question here, because we understand that they have been assessing this claim for some time now, I would say a period of days. That latest trove of emails where we see these allegations come to light has been out for a few weeks now. So what was the trigger? What was the switch? What was it that the police held on to that said, okay, now is the time when we need to take this very extraordinary action, of course, in this country? We also don't know where Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is currently being held. We don't know where he is being held. We simply know that he's been arrested, but we don't know any details beyond that or what the status of that is in terms of his arrest. And we still don't know if he's been interviewed under caution. That's what it's described as in this country. So essentially, has he been asked questions? Has he sat down with a police officer and been asked questions as of yet? And where has he been asked these questions? What location has he been taken to? What do we actually know right now? Well, what we do know is Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, former Prince Andrew, who only earlier this month was forced out of the royal residence, pushed into his brother's residence, the Sandringham estate, which is currently being searched by police, has now faced a watershed moment, really, not just for himself, but for the royal family and really for this country at large, being arrested. Now, again, being arrested does not mean being guilty. We do not know the specifics here of why the police have taken this extraordinary action of arrest. That is the detail we need. But you can imagine that the royal family is reeling. King Charles has been trying to get ahead of this time and time again. Last year, he stripped his brother of all his royal titles. I said he's pushed him out of the royal.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And leave comments below. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all you beautiful people out there right now across the lands of YouTube watching live. We got Prince Andrew conversation arrested today. We got James in the building right now.
What's up?
We appreciate James, an attorney here in Miami, downtown Miami, having this conversation. Prince Andrew arrested after Epstein Files drop, and there's more things that are going on. James, a lot of people now are saying, oh, because Epstein Files, part of that, but there's more to it. So we're going to dive into that today. I got videos. I got clips. I got information. People watching live in the chat right now, drop your states in the building. Where the hell you based right now in the chat? Tracy in the building. Chrome, Jeff Lee, Linda, Lala. Who else here? Leave a message right now so I can see your name pop up so I can shout you out right now in the damn building. James, there's a lot to talk about right now.
So much today.
There's the deal.
We got a lot.
I'll tell you, every day I wake up and go, what the hell's going on? I used the day before say, hey, let's set it up right now for tomorrow's show. But shit happens all night long. I can't even think about like what I want to do until the next day. I wake up and go, oh shit, really? Because when I wake up the next day, I go, did that really just happen? Or was that, you know what I'm saying? So you got to keep up with the trends and what's happening.
Yep.
Prince Andrew, former Prince Andrew, we talk about the Epstein list. We talk about what has been transpiring with a lot of celebrities out there on that island. Epstein, this shit's never going to settle down. Like it's just heating up. 50 people in the building right now. If you're watching live, smack the damn like button. Join what we got to talk about right now. And if you're watching, leave a message so we can shout you out right now on the live stream. I will say this, James. It is getting out of control But they are targeting Prince Andrew. This has been conversation. And I was on the phone this morning with Vaughn. I was on the phone this morning. Vaughn said, because maybe over there, they're not playing these crazy games. And it's not like maybe over here in the U.S., they're letting people off the chain, let them just do what they got to do. Over there, they got their prince, okay, behind bars. That's a big conversation for a lot of reasons.
Like the rest of the world is enforcing their rules and laws,
They got to do something.
You saw the South Korean president got arrested. He's in jail for trying to have an insurrection.
People are making moves now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're watching live in the chat right now, smack the damn like button. I'm trying to give you guys something, a gift right now in the live stream. If we get to 50 likes next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky purse right now. A $100 bill, baby, if you're watching live. Listen, Prince Andrew, this isn't just a regular person. Okay. No. And maybe in real life it's just a person, but the reality is this is a prince. We're talking about someone who has the magnitude, the backing, the financials, the support, the attorneys, right? Right there. The creme de la creme.
He's the bad prince. You don't want this prince.
You know what I'm saying?
Not you.
And the thing is this, though.
Yep.
In our country, it'd be like saying Donald Trump's son getting arrested, basically, around those lines. Like someone, obviously, Prince Andrew, big magnitude, right? But I'm just giving you an example. Someone that's not the king, but, pretty damn close to home here. So they went out there. His ass is arrested. In the chat right now, do you think that he will beat this case, or do you think that he's cooked? In the chat, put he's going to beat it or put he's cooked. Everybody watching live right now.
What's important for people watching, too, is that he hasn't been arrested for potential allegations about sexual misconduct. This is about misrepresenting the crown and for using inside information and giving out trade secrets from Britain, right? So that's what it's on. It's still kind of sickening because it's not over the terrible things that happened there. This is about misrepresenting the crown and giving out its nation secrets because he was the liaison.
This guy, he's giving nation secrets, but he's already been. Listen, this guy,
and they found it in one of the last batches. I'm sure the government probably knew about it, but in the documents that were released, there's more inculpatory, which means it makes you look guilty evidence in there about him giving that info to Jeffrey Epstein.
Ivy said that he's he's giving. Listen, I'll tell you right now, he's been giving out information, right? And you know what it's like keeping those files, keeping stuff. When you leave the office, you can't take certain documents. We've seen that happen in this country too. but you know what I'm saying. But now we're talking about someone who was affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein, someone who apparently had some dealings with Epstein and that whole thing, and he was in the files. Over the 3.5 million files just came out, right? He's in there. And on top of that, he's doing something against his own country now, right?
And they got the cops raiding one of the apartments. Bro, how lazy do you have to be if you kept guilty evidence this whole time? It's been years.
This whole time.
You've kept that stuff?
I'm going to show a video right now. If you're watching live in the building right now, I'm talking. Everybody, if you're watching live, put freaking Prince Andrew in the chat. If you're watching live right now, put Prince Andrew because YouTube is getting ready to start showing people this shit right now. What happens is YouTube's like, I got to be cautious because Brandon's going to say a lot of shit on here. I've been seeing this, James. They're like, we don't know where he's going to get off.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking tell him everything. Because James, this is what the fuck I'm doing the show for. I'm just telling the shit that I hear, man. People coming to chat for the first time, 100 people in the building right now. Let me show you what the hell's going on. Let me just pull these damn clips up because I got the videos. Let's start with this one. This one is James, this one's interesting. Let's take a look at this.
Photographed on all fours over a female in the Justice Department's most recent release of Jeffrey Epstein's emails, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested at Sandringham, the private estate of his brother King Charles, about 3 hours north of London. On suspicion, Andrew, as trade envoy in the 2000s, shared confidential information with Jeffrey Epstein about investment opportunities around the world, including Afghanistan and Hong Kong. In a statement, police confirmed, "We have today arrested a man in his 60s from Norfolk and carrying out searches at 2 addresses. He remains in police custody and will not be named." Andrew has vehemently denied any wrongdoing whatsoever since he befriended Epstein in 1999.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
Including knowing Virginia Giuffre, who accused Epstein of sex trafficking her as a teenager. She took her life last year. Today, her family released a statement saying that Mountbatten Windsor was never a prince. He was stripped of all royal titles last year and has been under mounting pressure to testify in front of the U.S. Congress.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein?
King Charles and Queen Camilla earlier this month said they stand ready to support the police in their investigation. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer applied political pressure.
Everybody is equal under the law, and nobody is above the law, and it applies, and it has to apply in this case in the same way as it would apply in any other case.
Photographed on all fours over a female in the Justice Department's most recent release of Jeffrey Epstein's emails, Andrew Mountbatten.
So hold on a second, James. All right. Some of these pictures we keep seeing with these guys and these girls, to me, it's awkward now because I'm like, hey, we know about this person, right?
Yep.
But back in the day, you see a guy with a girl, you're like, okay, whatever. You start going, what are these people doing? Like, what's going on? We're really looking into it now. And they're saying Prince Andrew was a big player in the Epstein Files, okay? We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about why they're targeting him. We're going to talk about Donald Trump, is he on the list or not, and what's going on with that in just 1 second. But when we talk about Prince Andrew, when we talk about over in his country, we talk about the differences of being over there. Other countries run laws differently, right? You're an attorney, you know it's different. Every state has some different tweaks, right? Countries now, is it going to be the same court system that we have here, where it's like, okay, you come to trial, you have this witness, you have this witness, you have a jury. Is it going to be the same situation, or is it like, he's going to have a leg up? He's the former prince. Wouldn't you say? Or is it going to be hard?
I think what it seems like, of course, there's going to be differences, but one of the biggest differences is the accountability and how that government is going after him for something. And as opposed to, we almost have like the opposite over here. And as much as I believe the government wants us to stop talking about this, it just gets worse and worse. Or, it's. But
here's the thing. When you're the prince, I want to talk about this for a second. When you're the prince of your country, your nation, whatever, you are a high up person in that location. Like, you're not just a normal Joe Schmo, right?
Yeah, you're a representative of the phone.
You are a big time candidate, a big time person, a big time political figure in that country.
Yeah.
For you to get, your label stripped down from prince to being like former prince, and then you get arrested for other things, something's cracking down.
Yeah, and it's so bad that they don't want to help him. They're just distancing themselves completely and using all that connections. It's still not enough, because what he must have done is so bad.
This guy did something that's outlandish.
Yeah, and it's probably not just misrepresenting
his
the
name's
crown.
being the whole time, though. Yeah, not misrepresenting the country and the crown and all that's one thing. But this guy did something. His name is the only name that really gets brought up. They talk about Trump, he's on the list. Democrats say that. Some Republicans, but most Democrats keep talking about Trump on the list, right? And then they talk about Prince Andrew. Nobody is saying, literally, when you start, they talk about, was Jay-Z there? All these names get thrown out there, all these random celebrities. And then they go, Trump, every time, right? Then they go, Prince Andrew. Something is going on, James, where that's all they keep talking about. And for this guy to be on this list the way that it is, well, hold on a second. I got another video I want to show right now because we didn't show this one. Let's take a look at this real quick.
This is a Fox News alert. Straight to breaking news out of the UK. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, has reportedly been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office.
Chanley Painter joins us now with the breaking details. Chanley, he's in trouble.
That's right. Hey, guys, so police say they took the brother of King Charles into custody on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Officers reportedly arrived at the royal estate in eastern England earlier this morning to make the arrest of the former prince, who turns 66 years old today. Andrew is in custody, and investigators are carrying out searches at addresses in Berkshire and Norfolk. Police are releasing this statement in part without naming Andrew, by the way, saying, quote, "Following a thorough assessment, we have now opened an investigation into this allegation of misconduct in public office, an offense that carries up to life in prison in the UK, by the way. We're still waiting more details of this breaking news, but this comes..."
Life in prison. Dude, this is life. This is the prince, the former prince of their country, though, right? Yeah. In order to get you, listen, Joe Biden had Hunter Biden. He pardoned him. He said, we don't want to get Hunter Biden in trouble. Pardon him. What I'm trying to say is a president, someone who runs a country here, can help the family out in any way they can. It seems like they're running out of steam over there. Would you say that at this point right now, they're running out of steam? Or they can't get out, or they don't care anymore?
They just do things differently there, and the crown don't play around when it comes to their reputation, and you're misrepresenting them in front of the public. So, I wish in a perfect world it'd be going down for sex crimes or something, alleged sex crimes, whatever the heck happened.
But that's going to be, all this is going to be part of something. Yeah. Because think about this. When they stripped him from his crown before, it was like he's not doing something right. Then his name was in the Epstein Files, right? And it was in there again. And now people are like, what's going on? More dropping. And then it's like, now he does this. And it's still a connection to Jeffrey Epstein, saying they're releasing information about their country to other people, which he's doing. He's spilling information he shouldn't be telling. And he's probably saying, hey, look, go invest in this. We can make some money, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And like you were saying earlier, Jeffrey Epstein was a big part of that conversation. And so he had all these contacts, and he would go from country to country, people to people on the horn, making these calls. And these people were able to actually what? Create, to make money, to build connections. And Jeffrey Epstein was a big part of all those connections.
Yeah.
And then he created this island. This island was a place where all these people actually would go.
Meet and do terrible
Would
things.
meet and do terrible things.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this: the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. All these political big time figures, do you feel a sense of all these people coming crashing down? Like, do you feel that it's like, it's becoming overwhelming? Like the people are having more say so? Do you think it's like, oh, it's going to be on the hush hush? Because 3.5 million files, James, is a lot of files.
Yeah, but it still seems like nothing's being done, especially over here about it. Where, you know, what was it, the White House press secretary, or was it Pam Bondi saying they don't even want to answer any more questions? They're done with it. And I mean, everyone saw her testimony, and it was terrible the way they don't answer any questions. And it seems like the biggest BS that they're trying to pull on us, you know?
But it's like the Epstein list has to be out on the table. And that one thing I had a problem with was the fact that obviously I'm a big time Trump supporter. I think that Trump should release everything. If he doesn't release everything, even though I'm a big supporter, I'm going to be upset about that, because we want this stuff plain and simple. Republican, Democrat, Independent. We want the files released because this is important information for our country. Yeah. And then outside of our country, because these girls, God forbid, being trafficked all around the world. In the chat right now, if you're a big Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. If you are a Trump supporter, if you're not a Trump supporter in the chat, then put not a fan. I'm getting ready to put something on the screen that I want to show people here right now. And I want to talk about this right now. Do you think Prince Andrew is a target in a sense of, we can get this guy behind bars, we're going to get him to talk, we're going to get some information? Because they're in another country. So is he a big Trump fan? Is he not a big Trump fan?
Probably not. He's not getting protected by anybody.
I mean, at this point, his ass is in hot water.
And look, Ghislaine kept taking the fifth because she's trying to get pardoned by Trump. So
she's not
she
saying shit right now.
Yeah, she just kept invoking her Fifth Amendment.
She's not trying to say shit. If you're watching live in the building right now, I want to hold on a second. If you're watching live in the chat right now, make sure to like button, subscribe right now. 78,708 freaking subscribers. We greatly appreciate you right now. Hold on a second. I'm going to put this on the screen. I want to hear what people got to say about this. Was Trump involved in the Epstein Files? Okay, this is a conversation I got right now. About to be 200 people in the chat right now. If you're watching live right now, I just saw a message on here. Is it to felon? I can't see the damn screen from here. It says, we the people are fed up. I agree.
Yeah, we are.
Yo, I know I'm fed up. People watching live in the building right now, I'm fed up because I want the real information out. Was Trump involved in the Epstein Files? Right? That's the question. Was Trump involved in Epstein Files? His name is in there. What did he do wrong? Why isn't he arrested then? Here's my thing, okay? I believe that Donald Trump knows a lot of information. I believe that as a president of the United States, to even get to that position, you got to have a lot of information, right? And so he was around back in the day, because this Epstein shit didn't just happen last week. This has been going on for years. 10 years, 20 years, whatever, back in the day when you didn't have all those crazy cell phones out that were doing all this amazing stuff, right? Social media wasn't all crazy. So at this point, you're like, whoa, you better backscale a little bit from what you were doing before. Because now shit's out there, right? Cat's out the bag. You got all these girls with testimonies. You got all these victims with testimonies. You got all these people from trafficking from different countries, right? And they were involved. I believe every major political figure knows a lot about what happened with the Epstein Files. But if one person tells on one person, we're going to have a massive blow up, right? One wrong turn could turn this Epstein list into a whole nother situation. It went from being a file full of blacked out information to like, oh yeah, now we're getting it going. And I believe Prince Andrew was one of those people that is very high up on that conversation, and they're playing with getting him out there. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, is Trump connected to it? I have a question for you. Do you think Trump is heavily involved in Epstein Files? Do you think in your mind that he did something that was very wrong?
Well, I mean, his name's everywhere in there, but to the extent of what he did, we don't know. You know, I don't know. I mean, and they're protecting something, right? I mean, They're protecting the causational link between him and all these other people, or the people that have backed him or helped him or something. They're all looking out for each other because they're redacting the bad people here, not just the victims. And it's all blanked out. We don't have the context, and they're keeping it from us for a reason.
Look, here's what I think. I had this conversation this morning on the way in downtown Miami today. We're downtown Miami, live in the building right now. Wherever you're based right now, drop your damn states in the chat. RB, how you feeling in the building right now? Fazim in the building. What's going on? How you feeling? Leave a message so I can say your names right now. Mr. Rotten, what's going on? Dylan, is it Dylan or Dylan? Just in the building. How the hell are you feeling? Leave a message. Here's what I got to say right now, James. I think that Donald Trump knows a lot of information.
Yeah.
I think he's in the files. I think he's in the files. Do I think he went to Epstein Island? I honestly do not think he went there. I think that he had some doings with Epstein. I think that he knows a lot more information, but I think he might have had a little inside scoop of what was going on, and he said, okay, let me tread lightly when this was happening. I believe that he overstepped his boundaries with women, probably doing some things they probably said, don't do this, yes, do this, or maybe hitting a girl in the butt or whatever, things like that, right? I don't believe he was involved in any of the underage stuff. I do believe that he was a part of a big movement of people, powerful people that were having fun back in the day as guys, and he might have crossed the line, right? He may have. I don't know that to be true, but he may have. At this point, the world wants those questions answered. I don't think we're really going to get all those questions because some of those people are older now, and some of those women are not going to say much. Like those girls that were back in the day were like 18, 16, 20. They're like 30 years old right now, or maybe 35 or whatever the case may be. They're a little older now, right? So we're not going to get all those answers, but we are going to get one thing. As soon as Prince Andrew realizes that his ass is cooked forever, right? He's going to start singing like a canary. Somebody's got to say something.
That's one thought, but I don't know, because it seems like our government isn't going after the people that are named in this file. And they had enough evidence to bring, I think it was like 9 people back in like 2019. There was like a long list that they had enough evidence to bring charges against people, and nothing happened. And it just kept sitting. And it looks like it really just will be brushed under the rug and we all forget about it.
But this is also when you talk about the Epstein Files, when we talk about Trump being fair, I want to show this on the screen right here. I feel that every powerful political figure, athlete, whatever, back in the day with whatever power, wanted to be affiliated with people that had connections. So I believe everybody at that point wanted to be affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein, or wanted to be a part of a movement, a clique, a group of people that they can grow and build their fame on, right? A lot of people are going to deny that today, but I believe that that's the case. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as shit hits the fan, oh, I didn't like him. I never liked him. I never want to hang out with him. I don't like him. Same thing with Diddy. Like, I don't even like Diddy. I don't like bullshit. Everybody wanted to be in that group. Come on. Who wouldn't want to be in the group, right? Until you find out, oh, they're doing that? Oh, I don't want to be in that group anymore. The people that didn't have the balls to stand up and say, yo, that's some bad shit. Don't do that.
Integrity,
That's the thing, right? The integrity is a big part of what we're talking about today. And when we talk about Prince Andrew, you can see what he's doing in his country. He's just putting on blast. So his integrity is already probably out the window. Mm-hmm. And he lost his crown, right? And now that people are like, what is actually happening with the files here in this country? It trickled out, and it slowly trickled out. And then it was 3.5 million files that we can't read.
Of a lot, of stuff we can't read.
Whole bunch of shit that's really hard to read. Maybe attorneys can read it better than most people.
Yeah, but when everything's redacted and the most important things are the names, and they're blocking out the names,
Yeah, and so here's the question I got right now. As Prince Andrew is now arrested, this is global news, it's breaking news, it's big time news, it's whatever you want to call it. To the 200 people watching live right now in the building, are you Republican or Democrat? In the chat, put an R, you're Republican, put a D if you're a Democrat. If you're independent, put an I right now. Everybody watch, all the 200 people, put an R right now, Republican, put a D, a Democrat, put an I, independent. Why this is important is because I think that, I'm gonna ask a question in a second, but as a whole, let me put this damn thing in the building right now, because actually, Jeffrey Epstein, wow. Let me see, I'm gonna put Prince Andrew in the chat right now so I can just pin that to the top, because I had something else pinned there. Okay, James.
Yeah.
When you think about Republicans and Democrats right now in our country, it's a lot bigger than just the U.S. I think we're the most powerful country, but when you go outside the U.S., Republicans, Democrats exist everywhere else too.
Or conservatives, liberals.
Everywhere else too, right? So do you believe when you look at Prince Andrew and all that, are they Republicans or are they Democrats? What do you think your mindset is there? Are they Republicans or Democrats? Or just you don't know? Are they independent? Are they just operating their country?
Yeah,
what do you think?
I don't know much about them, but isn't there also like a centrist party there?
But see, but it's what I'm saying. I think it's bigger. What I'm trying to get at is, in our country, we America, you're Republican, Democrat. It's weird. We have to pick a side, right?
Yeah, because we should have a center party.
Yeah, and we don't have any like, you can be independent, but that's not going to go anywhere. I'm saying it's great if you're independent, but I'm saying I think it's wonderful if you're independent, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere for anybody, right? I think what happens is we have to decide what party favors our family or our beliefs more, right? What's going to benefit my family when I go home at night? And that's why this year when I voted for Trump, I had reasons why I did that, right? When you look at Prince Andrew and you look at when they arrest their former prince, that's like your coach gets fired, right? Then your owner is like, what happened? Like that's what's going on. And I honestly feel that we are very close to shit happening in everywhere. In every country, it's going to start tumbling down. Putin, Russia, a lot of people don't like Putin there, right? A lot of people don't like him. When you go over to Venezuela, Maduro, people don't like him there. When you go over to, Iran, all that, people are not happy there. When you come to the U.S., we have a different system where there's a voting system. A lot of people don't like Trump. A lot of people do like Trump, right? So it's kind of like, it's balanced a little bit, right? But the Epstein Files, if he's on the list, what has to happen immediately? I'm just saying, if he's on the list. Is it, well, I'm going to pardon myself? Is it, I was on the list and I did X, Y, Z and nothing happened to me? Like, that's the conversation I think that people actually want to know more of.
Yeah, and what we said before is we both wish somebody would step forward, or in this situation, like the president, if you view him as like the father of the country, should be protecting people, especially these victims, and doing something about it. And the fact that nothing's being done only makes everything crazier. And like you would hope somebody steps, even within the Republican Party, there's probably some other, young Republican out there that like didn't do it. It should be, this is not a party issue. It should just be like, what's the right thing to do?
So let's get to this. Let's get to these videos right now because I got other clips I didn't show here. But let's show this clip here. This was very interesting, James. Let's just check this out.
So we do now know that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, of course, former Prince Andrew, has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. This is according to the police. We've just received this statement. It comes just after we heard that police had arrived at the home of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and that the police had been previously assessing evidence in relation to revelations in the so-called Epstein Files. Now, what do we know so far? It has been a tumultuous few months, of course, for former Prince Andrew. He has been pushed out of the monarch's estate, essentially shoved into Sandringham, where he has lost all of his royal titles as well since last year, stripped of those royal titles by his brother King Charles. An anti-monarchy group filed a complaint against him after the most recent trove of documents was released, accusing him of violating his role as a trade envoy for the UK by sending secrets, by sending state information, by sending details of economic packages that Britain was working on to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has denied any wrongdoing, but these are absolutely extraordinary events for someone of this title, someone of this status, the brother of King Charles, to right now be arrested. Again, we are waiting for more information, but we also know that King Charles had previously said he is willing to work with the police if it comes to that, and it has clearly come to that moment.
Okay, so it's getting to the moment where these long overdue files, they got to come out now, right? And not even just the files, the explanations.
The unredact them.
Bro, I just listened to that, legit just said right now that the brother is willing to work with the police to see, exactly what's going on. So what I'm trying to say is, I feel right now that shit's going to hit the fan. And a lot of places, not just there.
So you're saying they better put really good security cameras everywhere, make sure there's nothing there that he could harm himself with?
Look, listen, James, it's getting to that point where...
Put a live stream.
Yeah, but it's getting to that point where if you go back and you look at how it feels to be popular and important, you have everything at your fingertips, from attorneys to doctors to friends to whatever relationships. it seems that these powerful people are losing that leverage. Like the people are getting bigger, I think. I think people have more say-so. I think social media is pushing that. I think we got AI technology. People are looking into things. There's all these redacted things they're trying, but people are looking into shit more. Like even with Charlie Kirk, people are screenshotting shit from when he was talking from like 2 years ago. But, oh, was that a picture of him and Erica Kirk on there? Why is that missing on that episode? Like people are really diving into things and giving information.
Well, people are diving in, and we can also go back and play clips of J.D. Vance and Pam Bondi and all these other people, the FBI director, all saying how much they need to prosecute these people on the list, how this information should be released, and now all of a sudden they like 180'd on all this, you know? But I don't know, maybe in this country, the people, we don't have that much power, because I know most people against all party lines want all this stuff released, and they want people to get in trouble for what they did over there, and nothing's really happening here.
So, but hold on a second. What I'm trying to figure out, though, is I got a message in the chat here says Jeffrey Epstein is still alive and it's a distraction.
Bro, that's funny.
That's what Greg Coyote said.
Who do we see walking to go get coffee this morning?
I thought I saw Jeffrey Epstein this morning.
It really looked
I'm not going to lie. I thought I saw Jeffrey Epstein at a coffee.
It really looked like him.
Dude, I went,
yo, it was
weird.
close. It was close.
It was a clone.
It was a doppelganger.
It wasn't him, but you never know. It looked just like him. You said take a picture.
I said,
if I would have said, hey, I took your picture. Why take my picture? You just remind me of somebody.
Yeah.
You look like somebody. You're like, oh shit.
It was close.
Yo, he did look like Epstein.
He did.
But here's the concern. And people that are watching live right now in the building. The concern is this. If those young women or even boys at that point, boys and girls, whatever, something happened to them and they're not speaking up. If they don't speak up or we don't find out later or they did some crazy shit and those people aren't alive anymore, those things you just never know.
Well, they have been speaking up, and you can watch some of these interviews. It's either like back then, a lot of people that were protecting these people involved just saying, oh, it's completely untrue, it's unfabricated. That one woman killed herself, I think in Australia. I think the accuser of this guy.
So yeah, she killed herself.
Yeah.
I mean, but I got a video right now. People watching live right now. Take a look at this clip real quick. This is another video.
Allegedly
photographed on all fours over a female in the Justice Department's most recent release of Jeffrey Epstein's
This was the one that
emails.
just makes me get freaked out.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested at Sandringham, the private estate of his brother King Charles, about 3 hours north of London. On suspicion, Andrew, as trade envoy in the 2000s, shared confidential information with Jeffrey Epstein about investment opportunities around the world, including Afghanistan and Hong Kong. In a statement, police confirmed, "We have today arrested a man in his 60s from Norfolk and carrying out searches at 2 addresses. He remains in police custody and will not be named." Andrew has vehemently denied any wrongdoing whatsoever since he befriended Epstein in 1999.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
Including knowing Virginia Giuffre, who accused Epstein of sex trafficking her as a teenager. She took her life last year. Today, her family released a statement saying that Mountbatten Windsor was never a prince. He was stripped of all royal titles last year and has been under mounting pressure to testify in front of the U.S. Congress.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein?
King Charles and Queen Camilla earlier this month said they stand ready to support the police in their investigation. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer applied political pressure.
Everybody is equal under the law, and nobody is above the law, and it applies, and it has to apply in this case in the same way as it would apply in any other case.
Photographed on all fours over.
That's the thing, James. If you're watching live in the building right now, smack that damn like button, subscribe to the damn show right now, become part of what we do. I just put the damn thing on their screen. You can see right there all the subscribers, 78,711. If you're watching live right now, you want a chance to make some damn money, all you got to do right now is hit the damn like button, subscribe. If we get to 50 likes in the next 30 seconds to give a lucky person $100 in the chat, all you do is double tap the screen. Moderators, let me know if we get there, because we will send that money right across in PayPal right after the show. If you're watching live, make sure you freaking subscribe to the damn show. Look, here's the thing, James. I'm confused and taken back by how long this has been going on, where Jeffrey Epstein, the files, whatever you want to call it, is just in rotation and nothing's happening. Rotation. I don't know anybody that's arrested. Prince Andrew is the only person that's arrested. And they're saying it isn't just related to that because of the shit he did in his country. So it's like, what else is going on? You got Jeffrey Epstein, who people said that he's alive or not alive. And then you have Ghislaine Maxwell. That's it. There's nobody else. Prince Andrew. Mm-hmm. So all these celebrities, they were arrested, okay, because their island, Jeffrey Epstein's island, had some shit going on. Well, what was going on? Where are the people that shit was going on with? That's the thing. Like, where the fuck are the people at?
Yeah, and the country where this was happening in, how's that go? Like, why are they not going nuts over this? You know how bad you look if this is in your backyard? You know, like, what?
But bro, I'm saying, if you're watching live in the chat right now, I'm saying, Prince Andrew, any other celebrity, any other politician, if you got Jeffrey Epstein went to prison, Ghislaine Maxwell went to prison for having shit going on their island, well, if shit was going on the island, where's all those people that were affiliated on that island?
Yeah,
where are they at?
Hidden.
They're not arrested. They're not here. Where are they at?
Redacted. Yeah.
But where are they at? They're like, oh, shit, we don't, Knox coming? Or, well, somebody did something, and it's been years since, obviously he went to prison. So somebody did something, and people got to start speaking up.
Do you sleep like a baby at night then when they know that they can do all this crazy stuff and nothing happens to them?
I know they feel stressed out.
Worried? You think they're stressed out?
No, they feel stressed out, bro. Yeah. There's no way in freaking hell that these politicians or celebrities are sleeping good at night knowing they did some crazy shit on Epstein Island. Okay? Because here's the thing. They got to go to bed at night and go to bed with God knowing shit. You did that, right? Now what? Well, I beat it. Well, we'll see. Because all these things are coming out, blacked out or not. The FBI is coming because they know what happened. Okay, they might be blacked out for us to see, but the FBI, it's not blacked out to them. They know every single name on that list. But that is why I don't think Trump is involved. So I'm going to pull his name up on the screen again right now because that was one of the pieces I want to get to you right now with. This is important for you. If you're watching live in the building right now, smack the damn like button, subscribe. All the 200 people watching live right now, become part of the show. Are you Republican? Put an R in the chat. You're a Democrat? Put a D in the chat. If you're an independent, put an I right now because we're tracking it. We want to send you guys a message. Donald Trump, on the list, not on the list, I don't think it's as bad as what people think because Democrats had a chance to get him and the FBI, they know who's on the list. I don't believe, personally, if Donald Trump was on the list, that he would be in the position he's in right now running the United States of America.
But you could,
maybe in another country this shit could happen, but I don't think in this country you're going to have someone doing some pedo type shit or some crazy other type shit, and then you're running our country. But I don't believe that's going to happen.
The world of politics is crazy. He could be in office just for those reasons because he protected the right people, and that's the deals that made out. But like, how do you reverse your stance on this stuff, saying this is all going to be done? He ran a campaign on getting these people away, and nothing happened. Also, where's all the rebate money and all this other stuff? Lots of promises. Let's get some deliverables on this. And if there's anything that would cement him or give him a legacy that I believe he wants, it would be to bring these people to justice. So, like, let's do it.
Dude, that's the thing. If Trump, okay, but here's the thing I want to say. Every single time Trump does something that we're like, okay, he did that, Democrats are not giving him a round of applause for it. Like, we know for a fact the border is a problem, was a problem. Trump fixed that. He fixed it completely. I mean, no one's coming across the border. That we know what they're talking about. He fixed that. Democrats aren't like, good job. They're not doing that. I think they should do that. We talk about this all the time. Men and women's sports. He took that out. Said, we're not doing that. The best he can. I'm sure it still happens here and there. He's like, we're not doing that. There should be a good there, right? Then you go in your city trying to slow down crime, right? ICE is a very tough situation because ICE is doing things that they may or may not like in their state, right? But ICE is out there to get illegal people out of the country. I'm not saying that's always perfect, but what I am saying is the people sit back, go, they're illegal. They should go. Now, there could be good people. I'm not saying bad people. I'm just saying, now, if Trump puts the Epstein Files out there, removes the black marks and go, here you go. Now you guys wanted it. You got it. We did our investigation. The FBI looked into it. We did everything we had to do. Don't you think at that point, Democrats, people in this country, people in other countries and other continents should go, that man did what he said he was going to do and he did it.
He should.
If he does that, I'm saying.
It'd be the most Trump thing he can do to take it upon himself and then claim the credit for it. I did it.
I think he's going to do that.
Only I can release just go ahead and do it, man.
I think he's going to do that.
In
the chat right now, do you think Trump is going to make sure that it's out there, yes or no? In the damn chat right now, 170 some people in the building right now. I want all your messages right now in chat. Was Trump involved, yes or no? Drop it in the damn chat. Was he wrong? Was he involved in the wrong way? Not involved. Hanging out with people doesn't always make you a bad person. You could be in a room and go, oh shit, that happened. You were wrong person, wrong time. My question is in the chat. Do you think that Trump did something wrong in a bad way, or was he just guilty by association? I strongly believe that there was a couple things that Trump probably did that is going to come out that is not good. My opinion.
I'd
I'm not
agree.
saying that he's a bad person.
Likely. It seems that way.
I'm just saying I believe that he was not 100% innocent on everything. Because most people are not. That's why I'm saying that. Not just because he's a bad person. Most people, they screw shit up in their life. It happens, right? I don't believe he was anywhere near affiliated with some of the shit that was going on that was very bad. I think he was on there, which is still bad. Don't get me wrong. My belief personally. But I don't think when it all comes out and shit hits the fan, I think people are going to look at what Trump did and go, oh, he shouldn't have did that. And they're going to see all this other shit and go, oh, that's what I think. Now, that doesn't mean that Trump's a great person if he did X, Y, Z. But we got to go back in time. We got to go back 15 years ago, 16 years ago, when it was kind of like guys were doing what they were doing. I'm not saying it's good. It could be bad, but I'm talking about you're walking around smoking cigarettes. Back in the day, people thought smoking cigarettes was good. They were like, oh, that's cool. The guy in the Camel, Marlboro, was like, oh, it's cool. Smoking cigarettes is cool. Not cool today.
Thank God they banned that Camel. I'd be chain smoking like crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That was one cool Camel.
Yeah, it was a cool Camel.
That was a cool Camel.
This shit's not cool today.
No.
It's not cool today. But when you talk about, we need one more subscriber right now. It's 78,720. If you're watching live right now, subscribe to this damn channel right now. See all the live guests coming on. We're going to have a lot of people in the building. We have an OnlyFans model who's going to come on and tell us her story. It's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to have her on because she's going to tell us all this shit that you, James, I'm telling you, you have not heard what the hell she's got to say.
I hope she can model.
I got one message, man. OnlyFans. Listen, I got a lot of people coming to chat. You're gonna see some shit. If you're in the chat right now, watching live, listen, drop your age in the chat. Drop your age in the chat. There you go. People subscribe. We appreciate you. Drop your age in the chat. And don't sit back and watch the chat and go, oh, I'm scared to say my freaking age. If you're watching live in the building right now, put your freaking age in the damn chat. Are you 20? Are you 40? Are you 60? Are you 80? I don't think we have any 100-year-olds in here. I would like to get a 100-year-old in here. If we had a 100-year-old guy or a lady come in the chat right now and they heard the shit that we are seeing, they probably don't even have the shit on their TV. They're probably like, what the fuck is going on?
My grandpa's 103.
I'm saying.
He's 103.
103?
And my grandma's 100.
We got to bring your grandpa in here, ask him about the transgender shit. He's going to be like,
up here on Zoom.
Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
100, we got some in the chat that's 80. Here we go. 89 in the chat. Bussy Slim, are you really 89 or are you playing games right now? If you're in the chat right now, drop your damn drop your age. Don't mess around. Listen, I'm 39, James. Tell me how old you are.
42.
42. Yeah, you look like you're 22. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes.
Yeah, not 22, but you're looking like 31.
Guess name it, Chad.
That's not bad. 31, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad for a thumb.
Not bad for a thumb. Here's the thing. I'm playing games. Playing games. The oldest person in the chat. Who we got? The oldest person. David says 67. Listen, people that come in here and watch this show, hang out with us on the day. We're live every day, by the way, at 12 o'clock. If we're not here for one day or another, it's because we're updating our system. We're supposed to be live here every day at 12. And we haven't been because we've been updating systems and all that. But every day we should be live in the building. What bothers me, if you're watching live in the chat right now, drop a random person's name in the building right now. If you're in the damn chat, type somebody's name that you see in here so we know that you're a real damn person. Because you got to be careful with bots out there. You know, who the hell's doing what, right? James, I'm in the position where I want to go back right now. I'm actually going to take this down, what I got right here, and put up the other message here. Prince Andrew being arrested, why this was big, is because, James, no one seems to think that the people at the top of the chain are going to get in trouble. Just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Somebody they got money, they got this, they got that, they're never going to get in trouble. To see someone like Prince Andrew get arrested and then say he might do life in prison, I bet you there's a lot of other people that are on that list that we don't know about, and there's a lot of other people right now that are like, they are nothing like Prince Andrew.
But wouldn't it feel good if it was our Justice Department doing this?
But it's got to start somewhere. They're all connected. Powerful people.
UK.
Because powerful people are connected everywhere. So okay, here I'll say this. I agree. It's our nation. But when you look at the world, these people are all communicating on a daily basis. We might be communicating in Florida, might be communicating in the country. The people that are big time are on the phone. Oh, I was on the phone with Asia. I was on the phone with Guatemala.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with Canada. I was on the phone. They're talking left all over the place.
But these actions make the U.S. look bad when something's happening up over there. I know it's a different charge and a crime, not all related to the sex stuff, but come on, we're supposed to be.
But maybe Trump isn't as bad as you think that he is.
I'm not saying him in general, just like our Justice Department, if they had enough evidence to bring people forward, to get some charges out there and put some people in cuffs and let the judiciary do what they do.
But maybe what I'm saying is this. Democrats are fighting to get Trump arrested. They're not really fighting for anybody else. If you take a look at it, Jay-Z, he's a Democrat. They're not, Democrats aren't yelling for Jay-Z to get arrested. Now, I think that there are people saying that, and I don't know that he should be arrested. But I'm just saying, Ellen DeGenerate, am I saying that right? DeGeneres. They're not out there yelling to get her arrested. Now, I don't know if she's supposed to be. I'm just giving you an example.
I don't know either.
She fled the country. I got videos of Ellen. I got a lot of videos.
She was mean to her staff.
But we got a lot of videos about how people. In the chat right now, do you think Ellen DeGeneres should be arrested? Yes or no? Because people have their opinions. These are opinions. These aren't facts. These are opinions. In the chat, do you think Ellen should be arrested? Yes or no? Everybody that's watching live in the chat, I want to see everybody. RC, how you feeling? Sid's in the building. Johnny's in the building. Kim Murphy, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Sky High in the building. How you feeling? Do you think Ellen should be arrested? And I'm asking this question because she's another name, James. She just keeps getting pushed to the top. Ellen DeGeneres. There comes a point in time where someone's name keeps going there. You're like, why is this person? It isn't like this is something that's running the country or like a superstar. This is like a person who's over here. And it's like all the time. The apple doesn't fall too far, James. She's involved in something. I'm just saying. Even when it came to Diddy, her name kept popping up. Jay-Z pops up. Then you go to Epstein Island. There comes Ellen again. There comes Jay-Z again, right? And I'm not knocking them because I don't know the answer. But what I'm saying is they keep popping up again. Is it because the circle of wealthy people is so small and they're just all connected all the time? Maybe. But I'll tell you right now, in the chat, how about Jay-Z? Look, people said at least question her, right? Look, arrest Bill Clinton. How about that? Bill Clinton. Democrats aren't going, go get Bill Clinton.
I think most reasonable Democrat people or anybody just wants something to happen. If these people are guilty or you believe them to be guilty, go get them. Like all the bad people.
But they're not doing that. That's the thing. Let me block this off real quick.
But it looks like the party in control right now seems to really be preventing this from happening, you know?
But they're not. Yeah, but the thing is this. I agree that Republicans right now, they have a lot of control and they can do a lot. But I'm saying Democrats are not yelling, let's get Bill Clinton arrested at all. Seriously, they're not. Do you think that's unfair? Like, if I'm a Republican, right? And I voted for Trump, right? Let's say it like that. If I believe Donald Trump did something wrong, then I think he should be in trouble. If Bill Clinton did something wrong, he should be in trouble. I don't care what side they're on, right? But Democrat, this is why I think they lose a lot of credibility with Republicans. Democrats are going to yell that Trump should be arrested for the Epstein Files, but they're not talking about Bill Clinton. The Republicans are talking about Bill Clinton. Republicans are not saying Trump should get arrested. You see what I'm saying? Because people are just worried about their party. Like, I'm going to protect my party, right? And I get that. But the reality is, we as people have to call a spade a spade. Are you right or are you wrong? Not right and left. It's are you right and are you wrong? That's where I'm at in my life, where I just want to put it out there and let's sort out the marbles here. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And I feel that Democrats are always going to yell for Trump to be arrested, but all the Democrats on their side, they're not worried about that. How about, so Bill Clinton, they're not talking about him. How about Bill Gates? Not really talking about him. Oprah, Jay-Z, Ellen, these are all people that they're naming. Now, again, I have no evidence, but I know one thing. These names are coming up in these files.
So even if the right just releases names of all Democratic people on the list, it's better than nothing. Just do something.
No.
Well, put the bad people away.
No, but you're right, because Republicans, whoever controls, okay, I don't know if the Republicans control that or not. In the chat, who is controlling the Epstein Files? Is it Republicans or is it the FBI?
Get ready, moderators, to get bad comments out of there.
In the chat right now, who's controlling it, people? Listen, everyone that's watching live in the building right now, I don't want no one to come in here and not say shit. Talk if you're in the chat right now. Bryce, what's going on? Said arrest all involved. That's what I'm saying, Bryce. That's what does it say? Does it say Bryce or does it be nice? I can't even see it, James. You tell me. I'm gonna pin it to the top. Is it be nice or is it Bryce? My eyes are looking at the wrong shit.
I like Be Nice. That's a good nickname.
Oh, it is Be Nice. I like that name.
That could have been your football nickname.
Be Nice. I like that. I'm feeling that name.
With like a hyphen in the middle.
Everybody in the chat right now, put Be Nice in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Look, here's how I feel. Look, that's the same people said in there. And no focus on official misconduct under colors. Is that right? You see that right there? What else we got right here? Bohemian Grove. Another message in here. See, these are things that are popping up right now.
Boy.
Too many on both sides. So they all just keep quiet.
Yeah.
That's a real
Yeah.
message, James. Powerful people involved help other powerful people involved. And that's why I said it's an explosion.
It's a cabal.
You think Trump ever talked to Bill Gates before?
Of course.
Okay. You think Trump ever talked to Oprah before?
Yep.
All right. You think Diddy ever talked to Trump before? Yes.
Sure, yeah.
You think Prince Andrew, you think any of these people, Ellen DeGeneres, they all talked before. I mean, they all had conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
I have never had a conversation with Ellen in my life.
Either.
Right? So what I'm saying, I didn't really talk to Oprah either. She was at Fisher Island one time. I was over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was going to give her a fist bump, but I think she knew I was a Trump supporter. I don't know how she was feeling. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know how she's feeling. But I do know that I would like to see justice for people that are just good people. That's all I care about.
Justice for those victims.
There's so many victims out there that, and when we talk about the victims, James, we talk about people that were doing the right thing and the wrong thing. There's women out there that were trying to get money from guys. Mm-hmm. There was. And there was women out there that were just trying to have a good time and they were put in a bad situation. They were good people. Two different people. They get thrown into the same box a lot. If you see a bunch of rich guys, okay, if you're watching live, I want you guys to answer this question, yes or no. I'm going to ask you guys, that's what we're going to start. We're going to start our yes or no's in the chat, okay? Yes or no to this question. I'm going to see 100 people, yes or no. Here we go. Do you believe when you have a lot of women out there that are trying to get money from guys involved, and then you have a lot of women that actually are good people, but they're hanging out with the people, they're on the same pot. Do you think they get mixed in and it's like all these girls just trying to chase money, right? That could happen. You go to a party, 3 girls hanging out with rich dudes. One girl comes, she's like, I'm telling my friends, it looks like all those girls are what? Just trying to get money from guys, right? My opinion. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? Why do I say that? Because I believe the Epstein Files was full of girls that were going over there underage. But is it trafficking where it's like random girls they just took from all over the world and they just brought them in, they didn't know about it? That's where shit gets extremely foul, right? Bring in girls that want to party all the time, they get put in bad situations and it's uncomfortable. But the girls that just want to party, they get put in bad situations. But the girls that just went and they just picked up and brought them over there, if that's the case, that is where shit gets really sour for men, for Republicans, Democrats, for women, for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. How about underage? There's a lot of underage stuff in there, right?
Yeah, terrible things. A lot of just sex trafficking allegations, the use of modeling agencies and pageantries to move these girls around. Yeah, it's deep stuff. It's terrible things. And that's why people should be held accountable for it. And let's get the unredacted files out there, you know?
But don't you think that when it came to these powerful people, they went and they contracted with modeling agencies to get these girls to go over there, and these girls were actually paid to go? Don't you think that girls were paid to go there? Or do you think girls just went for free?
No, I don't know. I think some of them were likely coerced into going, or they went against their will, or else we wouldn't have these things. There's a lot of, you can watch the interviews of some of these women, and
you got about 10. Let me say this. I don't know how many interviews, 10, 20, 100. I don't know how many interviews, but how many girls that always do this kind of stuff versus interviews is like, hey, a lot of girls were trying to do this kind of stuff. I mean, we live in Miami, a big city. You see all these young girls hanging with these rich old dudes, right? Yeah. Guys like 60. And when I say old, you got to call old. You could just say 50. It's not old. Miami, 50 is young.
Yeah, but if they're consenting, do whatever you want.
Right.
Like I said, we see them on the boat. We're being held up in traffic because the drawbridge goes up because you got exactly what you said, that dynamic going out on the boat.
That's what I'm saying. But so women and look, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put anybody down. Okay. All I'm saying is this, and people that if you're subscribed, we appreciate a lot of subscribers coming in, baby. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. What I'm saying is this: women put themselves in bad situations.
No,
and I don't mean that they're looking for it. I'm saying women just want to enjoy themselves.
They're gonna get mad at you.
It's hard to be a woman in this world making money. When you have kids, it's very hard to start making money. You got to take care of your kid. You got to go to work every day. Your relationship might not be that good. Some men don't like their woman after they have kids. It's weird, right? Those women have it tough. So women are like, I got to make sure I get myself set up nice, right? And I don't blame them. Find a guy that's making some money that you're attracted to, right? Not like, oh, I'm going to find a guy, these girls are out there just finding guys that they're not attracted to, but they got a lot of money. That's a big issue, right? Because those guys know that too. When a guy's like, oh, she don't like me. She likes my money. He's not going to treat her good in the end. It's going to be like, if a girl genuinely likes the guy and he's older, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as a woman's legally aged, whatever, and she likes older men and she thinks it's comfortable, more experience, or he's smarter, or she likes that someone's intelligent, right? That's great. But it comes to the point where women get put in bad situations because they've been chasing money for so long, and they get pushed to the curb as they get older because they're not that young, hot, curvy supermodel that's 20 years old, 25, runway, whatever the hell it is. And then all of a sudden you're 45. Not that that's old, people in the chat. Not saying that. Yeah, saying 45-year-old woman out there is not looking like you did in your 20s. Just saying. A lot of, some are, most are not. So all of a sudden that guy that you've been hanging out with and he's paying you for all this shit, he goes, "Gonna get my next 25-year-old." And now that girl's like, "I don't got nothing." And they're smart. Those guys are smart enough. They got attorneys. They sign paper. They don't let you get a lot of shit, most of them, right? And you're out there. And then you start getting desperate, right? And I think what happens is a lot of women are put in bad situations. I think a lot of it starts with money. And I think Epstein Island was a very big piece of the pie where it was a lot about money. And I think the powerful things started taking out. And I think Trump, Prince Andrew, all these celebrities, all the people, politicians, I think the truth of this is going to start trickling out. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think that we are going to get some justice because I don't think the people are going to let this go. Like, no. It's not like, oh, it's going to.
I hope not. The people, we should be demanding that something be done, Yeah. But like, how we trust our leaders when they ran on campaigns and say, we're going to get this done, we're going to hold these people accountable, and then they don't. And then we're gaslit all day long about, no, there's nothing happened here, there's nothing to look into. And these are the same people that were on board with it,
We appreciate people watching live today. These are pieces of conversations, James, that we have to cover because waking up going, Prince Andrew arrested. Well, people of higher power are not obviously untouchable, as you're starting to see. I think we're going to see more of it. Diddy thought he was untouchable. Nope. But he fought his way out of that one. I mean, he could have been doing life easily. I thought Diddy was going to be forever, to be honest. Yeah. His ass is getting out in like
should say
2
something.
years.
That's how you make the crown look good now. Like, what do you do if you're him? You start saying everything, right? Yeah. And bring integrity back to the crown.
If Diddy gets out, we're going to talk about that. He gets out, he got a lot to talk about. And a lot of people are going to be scared when he gets out because he has a lot of power still. I think he'll tread lightly, but I think people that were saying a lot of shit are going to be like, damn, he's getting out 2 years. And he's going to get out.
At some point.
People watch live. We love and appreciate you. If you're in the building right now, subscribe to the freaking show. It says, how about, what's that say right there? Read that, James.
How about Whoopi Goldberg? Lock her up.
Whoopi Goldberg. That's another one. I'm not gonna lie. I would say Whoopi and Oprah in the same sentence. Don't know why.
I haven't seen anything Whoopi Goldberg did since like Sister Act. Since like Sister
Whoopi
Act.
Goldberg's in the mix too.
Yeah.
She's what is it? The Fab Five, whatever the hell it is. Whatever.
What's
not
that
Five
show?
Five. I have my mix up between the Republicans Democrat show, but there's like the Fab Five. Then there's like the other group. There's like the group of girls that just gossip all the time.
Yeah, I don't know the name of that.
The show's called. But I'll look it up with Whoopi Goldberg and her little crew. What's that show called with Whoopi Goldberg? People in the chat. Put it in there and let us know what it is.
We'd love to be guests on that show.
Yeah, I'll go on that damn show. By the way, we are going to be on some other shows. We got things going on. But, the sad part about the whole story, James, is when you don't have anybody accountable, people just start naming random people. And people can go out there and just put any names out there. Oh, The View. There it is. The View.
Uh-huh.
I said the Fab Five by accident. I didn't mean to say the Fab Five. I think that's like a bunch of.
We couldn't see The View.
The View. That's the one. The View. There it is. The chat knows what time it is. Lala, we appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks.
We got SH in the building. We appreciate you. VT in the building. Hey, you go sit in the building. The View. The View. Do you like that show? Yes or no? You guys like The View? Yes or no? Listen, The View gets out there and they just talk bad about Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
They just talk shit on Trump the whole time. Mm-hmm. So that's all it is. It's like they don't like Trump. They hate him. They talk about it the whole time. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a good show. The problem is they're giving their view, right? And all it is slandering Trump the whole time. It's like the same thing with freaking, what's his name? Jimmy Kimmel. Shit was looking bad for Jimmy Kimmel for a minute, right? Because if you just keep slandering the president all day long, I mean, he's trying to be a comedian with that shit, but it's like he's mean. He's really going for the juggler, and it's like not good. And so I think that it's better if these people speak their mind, but they speak it all the way around. That's what I try to do. If Trump wakes up tomorrow and he does some shit I don't like, I'm going to say I don't like that. And I did. And the whole thing about the Obamas and whatever being monkeys, I don't even think that he even did that. But if he did do it, I said, that's ridiculous. And I talk about that on my uploads, right? But at the end of the day, I don't know that to be true. Somebody said, hey, they're screen recording. It gets uploaded and that popped up and it was like something funny. And it was like, well, then that shouldn't happen by the administration or in his social media.
Well, there's actually two conflicting statements about that. There's one where he says that he releases everything himself, And then there was another one where somebody that works for him says, no, he has a team, but Trump says it is him, but whatever.
Yeah. In the chat, yeah, Jesse Waters, I seen that too. Oprah Winfrey has questions to answer. See what I'm saying? There you go. The Point of View podcast. It's the Fab Five, I thought it was called. The people out there. People watching live in the building, we love and appreciate you. I was going to sign off, but I had to get a couple things off right now. Yeah. We love and appreciate you guys. We'll see every single one of you live. We're going to say tomorrow, but it might be Friday. But at the end of the day, we're on here as much as we can. Every day we can at 12 o'clock. I'll do my damn best as we're upgrading all this stuff. If you're watching live, if you are a subscriber of the show, put an S in the chat right now. If you're a subscriber of the show, if you subscribe today, put today in the chat. We want to know who the hell's here. And that's ticking up. Our goal, by the way, we're going to have live NBA games. James, you're going to see thousands of people in there. It's going to be amazing. You're going to see all these new people come back. Oh, you're back. Sometimes they're not seeing what we're doing, but we love and appreciate them. And we're going to see all these beautiful people tomorrow live at 12 o'clock. Subscribe right now. Do what you got to do. And someone said, why don't Democrats release the files? Look, these are conversations, James. These are conversations that we got to
they want them released, but
they want them released. We're going to find out. People watching live in the building. We'll see all you beautiful people tomorrow live in the building. Everybody in here, take care. See you soon.